What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Yannis Pappas Hour, where, we give you your news.
Yes.
We defend the indefensible.
Yes.
We act as lawyers, public relations specialists, marketers.
Yeah.
Mentors.
Yes.
Translators.
Correct.
Historians.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the above.
Yes.
Listen, being a newscaster can be a difficult job. I've done it. I went and did Wepa in the morning down in Miami. It was called The Morning Show on Fusion. And, it's live, baby. We go live. People make mistakes. We're comedians. We make mistakes. We fumble words.
I have.
People make mistakes. Sometimes they marry the wrong woman.
Yeah.
It's a big mistake.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big mistake. They marry the wrong woman. They have kids. They stay for kids. Big mistake.
Yeah, you dive in with no prenup.
Sometimes people take cocaine. They have an allergy to cocaine. They die. Rest in peace, Len Bias. Sometimes people. It was a mistake.
Real big mistake.
People do, and they make mistakes.
That's a beep.
Bye, Miss American Pie. To my Chevy, to the levee. Just beep it.
That's a beep.
Levee is dry. People make mistakes, is my point.
No one's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Perfection is boring.
Yes.
There's no love without hate. There's no yin without yang.
Yes.
There's no joy without pain.
There's no Bobby without Whitney.
There's no Bobby without Whitney.
There's no Klonopin without Whitney.
There's no trans.
Both of them.
Yeah. There's no trans without women. There's no trans without science. There's no science without the devil. There's no God without the devil.
Correct.
There's no glasses without sight.
Oh, boy.
There's no left foot without right.
Correct.
And there ain't no good call of a game without an accidental drop of the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you're at a comedy show and you were a very popular character on a sitcom and things ain't looking that great.
Yeah.
Your agent hasn't called you in a while. He says, how come you're not getting me any work? Because Elaine just got another fucking show. George just got Shallow Hal. George got another sitcom. Fucking Eva Newman is doing some type of commercials. How come you can't get me any work? And the agent goes, Bubby. I assume he goes, Bubby. Yeah. Because agents don't sound like, hi, I don't know. It's no agent going, I don't know. I'm from Nigeria. I'm your agent.
Yeah.
No, it's Bubby. Bubby, you're Kramer. You'll always be Kramer. Look, I've been in this business a long time. I represented Carlton. We tried to get him, Bubby. Do you know how many movie roles we tried to get Carlton? I'm calling him Carlton, and I know his real name, Bubby. You're Kramer. There's nothing I can do, Bubby. Okay, I'm trying to get you some CarMax commercials where you come in like that. That's all I can do, Bubby. So you're feeling down. You're feeling frustrated. You're feeling like you've been pigeonholed into a role.
Yes.
People don't know your name's Michael Richards. Mm-hmm. You were on a second-rate show called Fridays, which was always second fiddle to Saturday Night Live. You were a big part of the famous Andy Kaufman moment where he trolled the whole show. And you got angry about it. But then Kramer came along. And then we became the biggest, hottest, funniest show of all time. Shout out Larry David. We know he was a bigger part of it than Jerry. And then that ends. And you watch all your co-stars get stuff. And you get nothing. You get nothing. Except for some comedy club work. So you slide into a comedy club in Los Angeles, I believe.
Yes.
And it's not even full to see fucking the Kramer character. People don't even know your real name. They just call you Kramer. I can relate. I've been on stage. Mm-hmm. I've heard, who the fuck is this? Where's Panos? Where's Maurisa? Say das it. I paid $20. I want 5 das its. I've been there. I've been there. I've gotten close. You get frustrated. The room's half full. People don't know your real name. There's some noise up in the balcony. I've been close. And it just happens. It just happens.
Blink of an eye.
Yeah. Someone said, you just go, be quiet African-American up there. Be quiet Afro-American up there. It happens.
When in doubt, go David Duke.
It just happens. Who hasn't? Who hasn't? Who hasn't bet a little money on a game, lost some money, and just said, God damn it, you African-American? It happens. It's happened to Kramer.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened, unfortunately, to my client. Local newscaster. It's bad enough being a newscaster for what team?
The Oakland A's.
The Oakland A's.
The worst team.
Small market.
Small market.
When's the last time the Oakland A's won anything? I mean, God damn it, they took the Golden State Warriors and moved them out of Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Oakland has nothing.
Nothing at all.
All they had at one point was a steroided up Giambi brothers on the Oakland A's. They had Ricky Henderson for a little while. But
They lost the Raiders, too.
Huh?
They lost the
They
Raiders.
lost the Raiders. And now they're losing their most beloved A's announcer for at least a 1-game suspension, which I thought was excessive. For who knows what this guy's going through, right?
Wife could have left him.
I mean, look, it happens, right? Mel
Yeah.
Gibson, it happens. You know? Do you remember the Mel Gibson phone call?
Yep.
Yeah.
I told him, I spoke to Mel. I said, listen, your wife's a gold digger. She's going to try to get you, okay? It's a known thing in Hollywood. You get a gold digger wife. I mean, how did he not know she's a gold digger? Wasn't she like Russian or Estonian or some shit? Mm-hmm. If your chick has an accent, she's a gold digger,
Get
right?
out of there.
Yeah, she's a gold digger. Or at least know that you're going to be recorded. You will be recorded. Also, if you're racist and there's someone who you're not 100% sure you can trust in your life, i.e. gold digger, you're going to want to suspect you're going to be being recorded to be blackmailed, right? How about the guy who owned the Clippers who said you can't take pictures with blacks?
Donald Sterling.
Donald Sterling, he got recorded. You didn't think for 1 second, Donald Sterling, that the woman who was 50 years younger than you might try to get a little bit of that money?
Yes. And
What are your weaknesses, Donald Sterling? You're racist.
In all fairness, though, he was born before cameras, so.
He was born before cameras, so he wasn't sure that it was possible. So you got Donald Sterling, you got Mel Gibson. It's like you're going to get recorded. I told Mel, I said, Mel, listen, you're a racist. You hate Jews. Okay, you're around this broad. Watch what you say. Replace the word Jews with Albanians. If you get angry and you say you want her to get raped by a pack of, replace it with Estonians.
Yes.
I want you to get raped by a wild pack of Estonians. You can even put Eskimos in there. It rolls off the tongue better. I hope you get raped by a wild bunch of Eskimos. But did he listen? No.
No.
He didn't listen. He said something else. So this happens. It happens. People do have bad days where their true thoughts come out.
True thoughts come out.
And unfortunately for our guy, he's following it this is a long tradition. It's a long tradition of in American entertainment, in sports entertainment.
It's a long tradition in American history.
Yeah, where guys get caught dropping the African-American word.
Yes.
It also happened to Dog the Bounty Hunter, right? And Dog the Bounty Hunter has to make the apology. The apology's fun. The apology's the fun part.
True.
Did Mel give an apology?
Good question. I
Do
don't
you
know.
have to when you direct a movie about Jesus Christ,
Good question.
who was probably an African American?
Well, in between. He was a tweener. He was brownish. He definitely didn't look like the blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah, no.
He looked more Arabic. That was the chick. I mean, come on, dog. Her name is Oksana Grivyugy. She loses $14 million for speaking out against Mel Gibson. What does that mean? What does that even mean? She was a model. Look, if you marry a model, they don't have any thoughts. It was a custody settlement. Gibson pleaded no contest to the charge of misdemeanor battery, originally agreeing to a custody settlement of $15 million. All right, the girl got paid. She got paid. Didn't he also get in trouble for something he said about Jews as well?
Yeah, I think to some police officers.
Yeah, he got in trouble. So the Jews and blacks, it's just, let's give Mel Gibson some credit, shall we? Okay?
He covered all the bases.
He covered all the bases, and also he was able to have a very successful career, one of the most lucrative franchises in movie history, with a black co-star the whole time hating him.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, to have a massive career and have meetings with people you secretly hate. You sit down, there's yarmulkes everywhere, and in his brain he's just going, Jesus killer, Jesus killer, Jesus killer, and oh look, there's a African-American gentleman.
Yeah, that's more impressive than Kobe and Shaq.
It's very impressive that is kind of like the show, because they hated each other and they were able to still win.
Mm-hmm.
Mel Gibson was able to just still have a successful career, and Lethal Weapon, him and Glover, Danny Glover, we worked together, and
Looks like he's having a successful relationship right now.
he's back together
No, this is a new one.
with a 34-year age gap, just like Jesus wanted. He's such a big Catholic. What do these guys got to say about what the priests are doing? What do they have to say? Because what I say is like, that's nobody's business, all right? Separation of church and state.
Yeah.
No taxation. Who are you to judge why didn't they go, hey, these are our rituals, right? You're not supposed to, this is our religious freedom. You're not supposed to be able to impede in this country on someone's religious freedom.
Keep it in confession.
Yeah.
dog.
I mean, look, you can't tax them. You also can't say, hey, you can't do that. You're like, well, that's my belief, right? That's protected.
Exactly.
Isn't it protected? Why is it not their belief that, you can spiritually transmit things to children in the way that you do?
As a father, I'm listening to everybody's problems, so I got to get a little steam off.
Listen, I can't judge that religion.
Yeah.
I'm American. It's not my place to judge. People got weird things, right? Greek Orthodox, with blood and body of Christ. We eat the bread, and it's supposed to be Jesus' blood. How am I supposed to judge that?
Cannibalism. But
Yeah. I mean, Jews have sex through a sheet, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay? They don't eat lamb, or they don't eat Tic Tacs. I don't remember what it is, but I can't judge that. To me, that's un-American, but that's their business. What
their
can't they eat? The Muslims can't eat pork, so they don't eat bacon. What's weirder? What's truly weirder to you? Not eating bacon? Replacing bacon in your morning brunch?
Or
Pedophilia? What's more unnatural to you? How good is bacon?
bacon's good.
I don't even know how you avoid bacon in this life. How do you avoid bacon? There's no way successfully to avoid bacon.
Yep.
Bacon's in everything.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, you
everywhere.
get a cheddar biscuit, bacon. How do you bacon bits?
It's in the water.
Yeah. Bacon's in the water. How do you avoid bacon?
Yeah.
It's what's weirder.
It's in the air. It's like a pheromone.
Even if you tell me it's not weirder, it's as weird. Right? It's as weird not
Yeah.
eating bacon. I meet somebody who doesn't eat bacon. I'm like, I don't want to be around this weirdo. I meet somebody who has sex with children. I go, I don't want to be around this weirdo.
Yeah.
Technically, it's the same reaction.
Not eating bacon is like someone saying they haven't seen a Chinese person with a mask.
Yeah, and if you're telling me one's worse than the other, that's subjective opinion. I'm dealing with objective laws and facts of this country. That's your opinion. These are opinions. Okay? It's opinions. And what happened to freedom of speech?
that was the best one so far.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That
That had a little
pace.
Chinese food behind it.
Oh, yeah.
That's like, when you want to fart good. Eating Chinese food is like taking steroids.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, that just felt like Barry Bonds with a big head.
To slow you up.
Put
Yeah.
over. Yeah. If you're in a farting contest, steroids is Chinese food.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That has some
Well, I guess
egg roll power.
Indians, that's a real growth hormone of farting.
Indian?
Indian would be number one. That really packs the biggest
No,
punch.
that's the growth hormone of BO.
Yeah, that too.
So this guy, I mean, this is unfortunate, right? He's an Oakland A's announcer.
Yeah, he's already in the dumps already.
Yeah, he's apparently he's here interviewing Fidel Castro's son. I mean, who is this guy? Who's the other guy?
I don't know, but it's not helping his case.
I
Yeah.
believe Chet Hanks is about to do a movie.
Dog, the guy he's with here, I mean, this guy looks like an Al-Qaeda cell.
Yeah.
Either that or a Civil War reenactor.
He looked like he just got casted in a Peaky Blinders porno.
Look, I mean, that might have been throwing him off.
Yeah.
He'd been like, well, who's making me work with Osama bin Laden here? And then all of his, just prejudices came out.
Spewed out.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard Negro.
You did.
I heard Negro.
Okay.
But let's hear what you guys hear. Because I heard Negro League. Let's see. So this is Glenn Cooper, who is the Oakland A's announcer. This was pregame, I believe. Hold on.
We had a phenomenal day today. Nigger League Museum.
Okay, pause it. Okay. Maybe I was wrong. It was a strong I. But who knows if is English his original language? What if he came here from the Soviet Union?
Yes.
And what if he's an immigrant and he struggles only with E's and I's?
What if his Spotify was just playing Trick Daddy?
Yeah, I don't.
That's right.
I would like to hear him pronounce trigger because maybe he pronounced it trigger.
Yes.
Right.
And I'd like to hear him pronounce peg. Maybe he pronounces it pig. Like you
Right.
knock him down a peg, and he goes, you knock him down a pig.
Right.
Maybe the I's, maybe he's Soviet, maybe he came from the Soviet Union, maybe he's a Romanian immigrant. Was he born here? I don't know. Does he have a speech impediment?
Right.
Was there anything in his mouth? Is he snoozing? Yes. It's possible. Okay? If it wasn't for this just could be a very inopportune moment where a snooze in his mouth matched up when he was talking about going to the Negro League Museum with Fidel Castro's son.
We had a phenomenal day today.
Keep it playing. Keep playing.
Nigger League Museum.
Whoa.
Well, I want to see the other guy's
Yeah,
reaction. I want
watch
to know
his
how
reaction.
quick they became aware of it.
Watch his reaction.
Yeah.
Had a phenomenal day today. Nigger League Museum and Arthur Bryant's barbecue. We had
Oh, he didn't react at all.
He didn't react at all.
Yeah. You know what's funny? It was probably a joke they had earlier in the day,
Yeah.
and he just Freudian slipped
That's
it.
right.
They were probably like, they were probably joking, like they texting each other, "Are we going to that museum? Yeah, we're going to that museum."
That's
And
right.
it was just probably in his head, and it just came out. And look at that guy's reaction right now. He's playing it off cool,
Yeah, he
but
played it
he
off with
heard
heartburn.
it. He and the Oakland area. Now, granted, let's defend the guy. It is an Oakland A's game, and it is baseball, and it's early in the season. So, in his defense, he did think like only 3 to 4 people would see it.
Yes.
I mean, how many people are watching baseball this early in the season?
Nobody.
12 people, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
And who's watching the pregame really anyway? Right? This was before the game. So who's watching?
Yeah.
Not that many people.
True indeed.
If it wasn't for the internet, I think he could have got away with this.
Sure. This is like the safety instruction part of a flight.
Exactly. Nobody's fucking listening
Right.
to
Who
this.
wants to hear about his day?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm more offended by the word or that guy's beard. I mean, that guy's beard is like death to America.
It does look unkept.
Yeah, it's just that is that is Osama bin Laden's beard.
It does look like he would free the liberation to free us, though.
Yeah. I love how he went straight to the barbecue after. Let's hear it one more time. I want to know when he became aware
Maybe
of it.
that's it. Maybe he was thinking about the people who made the food.
That's what, maybe he just jumped. Yeah.
we had a phenomenal day today.
Or pause it. Maybe he was announcing, but his head was someplace else. His wife was banging a guy, happened to be African American, and displaced anger. Let's
That's
hear it one
cuckold,
time.
yeah.
It could be.
A phenomenal day today. Nigger League Museum and Arthur Bryant's barbecue.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
That's it.
Oh, that's it.
That's all they play.
I think this. It does seem like they made a plan before to make a joke about it because he left some space for him to throw in something. He said Nigger League Museum,
Yeah, maybe.
and then he just copped out at the last second.
Maybe the kids listen. Commentating a baseball game gets a little boring.
It's
You ever listen
bleak.
to it? They're like, oh yeah, and they have to talk about their day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like doing some, it's like, it's like AM radio sometimes.
It's no more exciting than a waiting room at the urologist.
Yeah, I mean, like the pitching change. Like, anyway, I got a hot dog today. It's an unbelievable hot dog down there in the Oakland area. I want to give a
You like
shout out
yours?
to the local Chevy dealership there. Kevin helped me out. Kevin, just want to say hello. Big Oakland A's fan. Been in the family a long time. His grandparents came over here, and first thing they did when they opened their taco stand was became Oakland A's fans. So I just wanted to say hello to them. It's like they got to think of other stuff to say. It's boring. So maybe this guy just had enough. Maybe he's like, I'm dropping a fucking N-word.
Had to.
I need to spice it up. I need to live dangerously. I need an adrenaline rush.
Gotta live on a
Is there a bigger adrenaline rush than dropping an N-word on a public broadcast?
No.
I mean, that's like doing a bump of coke. How much do you think that got his heart racing? Fucking up to 1 million. I'll tell you that right now. At least 120 beats per minute.
Right off the key.
Right when he hit the NI, right when he hit the knee, he was like, oh boy, his heart just went dunk, 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 dunk. His whole life flashed before him.
Oh, yeah. Hot sweats.
Yeah.
How are you apologizing for this? If this is you.
I'm going, hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. It's Kippy Coper here.
Your pal Kip.
Your pal Kip over here at A's Stadium. Gotta say, I got a couple of texts about during the second inning from friends and family. Apparently, I was unaware. What had happened was I'm doing Invisalign right now, as you can see, trying to straighten out my teeth. And since I started doing the old Invisalign, I know, Oakland area. It's a little superficial. It's a little vain, but wanted to straighten out some of the choppers. So I started doing Invisalign about a month ago. Ever since, been struggling with my E's and I's. Little struggle. For example, I got a daughter named Kelly. I've been calling her Killy. So let me just say this again without my Invisalign in, and here I am with Che Guevara. I just wanted to say earlier we wanted to correct what I'd said. We went to the Negro League Museum. Knee, as in right here above the calf. The old Negro League Museum. Check out some of my favorite ball players from history, some of my personal inspirations. Also, did I mention I have 3 black friends? I have 3 very close friends, and my first cousin is married to a beautiful woman named Letitia. How are you, Letitia? Shout out, Letitia. Anyway, let's get back to the game.
Yeah, and folks, before we go out here, we're going to have a big sponsorship from Jet Magazine.
Jet Magazine. I've made a few suggestions to front office about some of our local sponsorship here. One of which is my favorite fried catfish restaurant down there in the Oakland area. Give it up, everybody, for Nigel's Fried Catfish down there off Route 66. I also like Big Bubba and Big Mama's House barbecued fried chicken is one of my favorite spots, to be honest with you.
And ladies, if you're looking for some weaves, go down to Popcorn Beauty. Get yourself some Murray's.
They got that good hair down there. Absolutely. And you'll catch me later tonight. I'll be at a jazz concert. Man, my favorite singer, rest in peace. I don't know when she died, but she just came to me. Aretha Franklin, rest in peace. And peace out, y'all. We'll be right back after these local sponsors. Peace out, y'all. One love. And then when they came back to commercial, I would just be in full Africa garb. You come back, I'd have a dashiki with a hat on. I would look like Nancy Pelosi after George Floyd got unfortunately murdered. You'd see me just right there. I'd be kneeling on one leg. I'd have fucking Black Panther playing on my phone in the background so you can hear it. I'd be like, I'm sorry, I was just in the middle of watching a little Black Panther, my favorite movie. Gets me amped up every time. Anyway, back to some good old ball. Back to the ballpark. That's how I would apologize. But Kippy Culper here, he apologized by saying, he said, let's hear his apology. From Kippy Culper.
Earlier in the show, I said something didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to, and I just wanted to apologize if it sounded different than I meant it to be said.
Ouch.
Let's see what this guy says. The reporter reporting on the reporter. Let me hear it.
Been calling Kuiper's language unacceptable and said they are working to address the situation. The president of the museum, Bob Kendrick, released a statement saying the N-word has no place in society. He also said that while I don't pretend to know Glenn's heart, I do know that my heart
we pause
is
for a
one of
second?
forgiveness.
I don't know Glenn's heart, but I have ears.
Yeah. Also, I mean, it does have a place in some very funny Dave Chappelle sketches.
Yes.
I mean, what do we do about that?
And honestly, if it did,
I'm asking your opinion. What do you do about the Dave Chappelle sketches? You leave it,
yeah, you
or do
leave
you
it.
or you dub over it?
It's
African American,
It's part of pop culture now. It's like a Nazi flag at a museum.
right?
You can't go over that.
You can't go over that. So, black guys can say it. No,
Yeah.
yeah,
If they're trying to act black around their white friends.
yeah. So there is there like can Hootie say it? Can Darius Rucker say it?
Yes, Darius
Does-
Rucker could say it.
Darius Rucker can say it, but can he say it around his Hootie band? First of all, who's Hootie and who's the Blowfish? Because Blowfish can be singular or plural.
Yeah.
I always wondered. And I don't know what a Hootie is. It's an amorphous of a sound. What is a Hootie?
Mm-hmm.
So is he Hootie and the Blowfish is the band?
Obviously.
Or is, because he can sing, is he Blowfish and Hootie is the band?
No, he's the one who hoots.
Oh, because he's hooting.
He's hooting.
So he's hooting and the Blowfish plural. Because the Blowfish can be, it's either one Blowfish or a school of Blowfish.
Now that just makes me think Hootie's another word for nigga.
You never know. Right?
I don't like that now.
As we recently learned, you can be a Latin American neo-Nazi.
Yes.
So they really are becoming a very diverse group. I mean, we're getting you can't add comedy to comedy. Dave Chappelle made a sketch about that a long time ago. I have a message from Mr. Mauricio Rodriguez, post-mortem. The Nazis don't want you. The real Nazis aren't looking to get you in. But I think it's very funny now that you have just like a Mexican Nazi. You know, this guy had like Nazi tattoos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is very funny because real Nazis it's funny because real Nazis are going like, what the fuck? They don't even know how to deal with it. They're going like, I guess thank you, but shit. We don't like you. We don't like your kind. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You killed those people on your own. You're not getting in. It's almost like he's trying to join a group that won't take him. It's almost like, you know what's happened? You know how people always want the thing they can't have?
Yeah.
It's almost like that's happened with hate groups now. Like people are like, why don't they want me? I'll prove it to them.
That's the answer.
Yeah, I'll prove it to them. Oh, you'll take me. You'll take me.
Yeah.
I'll be a Nazi one day.
If you don't-
I will grow up. There should be a musical made about a Mexican kid who wants to grow up one day to be a Nazi. I'll show them. I'll do it. I'll break them proud.
If you couldn't get into Brown, join the Nazis.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a great musical, right? Like a little minority growing up wanting to join the Nazis and just make songs out about that. You know? Just piggyback off of Mel Brooks's musical. What's that one called again?
Producers.
The Producers. They try to make the worst musical possible. This
Yeah.
is even worse one. A little
Springtime for
Mexican
Hitler.
kid. Where was he from? California. Who's a Nazi. He was a Nazi.
Texas, I think. Dallas, right?
I mean, dog, this kid could not look more like shortstop for the Kansas City Royals. And he's a Nazi. It's hilarious. So it just shows you can't add comedy to comedy because Dave Chappelle made a sketch about this a long time ago, and it was funny. And now here it is in reality.
It's happening.
I don't know. It's life imitating art. Guys, we are brought to you by the GOAT, Butcherbox. I mean, what can I tell you? You like protein? You like it shipped straight to your house?
Yeah.
You like high quality, cage-free, ethically raised meats of all kind? You got to go with Butcherbox. It just saves you time at the grocery store, makes it easier. I use it. Who doesn't use it now? They shouldn't even have meat in the grocery store anymore. It should be shipped to you, fresh, frozen, boom. I mean, it's a waste. You know how much of that stuff they throw out? Just go with Butcherbox. You'll be helping the environment too. Am I wrong there? But there really is a case to be made that you tailor order what you want. It comes frozen, you put it in the freezer, and it doesn't get wasted with that display. They put all that meat. You know how much meat is probably just wasted? I guess they give it to Tiger King's Tiger or whatever, if you saw that documentary. But otherwise, so much food gets wasted. I think in the future, it'll all be by order. So like it's like they can tailor make it so you don't have to do these grand displays and try to guess how much people want. Especially when everything goes electric, you know, and they can drive it and it's not like hurting the environment. I'm a lefty. Take care of the environment. So Butcherbox, you get your meats. It's incredible. Their website is so easy to manage, right? Convenience, cost, quality, taste. It's so easy, dude. This is a no-brainer. Sign up today using the code FUMES to receive ground beef for a year. They're doing so well. They're giving stuff away. They give you a year plus $20 off your first order. A year of ground beef. This is a special deal for my listeners right now. Okay, let me repeat that. You sign up today using the code FUMES. You will receive ground beef for a year.
A whole year.
In addition to $20 off your first order.
Stroganoff for everybody.
That's 2 pounds of ground beef free in every box for a year, plus $20 off your first order. Go to butcherbox.com/fumes. Use the code FUMES. Go enjoy all their meats. Mexican couple gets married in Nazi-themed wedding on Hitler's anniversary. What the fuck is going on?
What? Holy shit.
Local authorities and Jewish community leaders denounced the pair who reportedly named their kids after prominent Nazi figures.
To be fair, Germans and Mexicans are very proficient around ovens.
Yeah, Jesus, they are. Fernando and Josefina in Texaplaxo, Mexico. And look at these two. They're like mestizos. Are they like white Mexican or no? Because there are some white Mexicans.
He looks like the dude from Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, they actually do look like white. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Who the hell likes Nazis?
Hey, fucker.
Hey, fucker.
Hey, fucker. Hail Hitler, fucker.
Yo, fucker, Adolf wasn't all wrong, eh? Let me tell you something right now, eh? I fucking loved him, bro. Fucking Hitler was good, eh?
Find those fucking Jews, bro. I fucking throw them over their wall. You hear me?
Yo, fucking, let me tell you, Hitler had a lot of good points, eh, say?
Yo, the only thing, bro, his car is kind of high. Let's fucking jack this shit out and make it a lowride, eh?
Yo, you could do a lot with a Volvo, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, yo, BMW, eh? Put some fucking rims on there, eh? Say, yo, Hans, let me tell you, I mean, listen, Himmler made some fucking good movies, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, you're packing some bass.
John Jacobs Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name was my name, too. You know when you have a kid, you just have children's songs in your memory.
All the time.
Why did you say all the time? What kind of kids are you hanging out? Well, you could be dating a 19-year-old and it's not weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. 25-year-old kid. Joseph Goebbels. Let me tell you, I say, Joseph Goebbels wasn't no wrong, eh? He made some good fucking movies. Cabron. Very weird. Very strange. Very strange. So what did he get suspended for? 1 day suspension? How many days are we going to be without Kippy Culper? You know what happened is Dan Soder's girlfriend,
Katie Nolan.
Kaylee Nolan, was being an announcer for the Yankees, and they was like, people got upset about it. I don't get that.
Well, you get very used to who, like Michael Kay, Paul O'Neill.
Why does it look like someone punched you in the glasses? They're like crooked, yeah.
They're fogging up, and it's the headphones.
No, but they're also like, oh, because the headphones are, Jesse's like this right now. He's like, I don't know what's going on. I got to get used to you wearing glasses.
Me too.
Are they coming to get? Are you seeing better yet?
No, I hate it.
Culper shared. He's 59 years old. And then afterwards, he promoted Arthur Bryant's Barbecue. You know, the people at Arthur Bryant's Barbecue going like, no. Say dinosaur barbecue.
Please stop saying how black the bark is on our brisket. Stop.
A little earlier in the show, folks, I said something didn't come out quite the way I wanted. I just wanted to apologize if it sounded a little different than what I meant it to be said as. I just wanted to apologize for that. Now, back to the game. Here comes Sandy Martinez up for hitting on the left side.
Ooh, indefinitely suspended.
So, anyway, the NAACP dude, right, we were reading that statement. They forgave him, right? Said, I figured him sorry or whatever. It's one way to make the news, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, look, if you want to outgrow being an Oakland A's commentator, and you want to get to the big time, I think it's good to concoct this, right? Because you can spin it that he just made a mistake, right? But now you're in national news. What a bigger redemption story now, right? Maybe he's aiming at trying to get a big market team. Maybe he wants to get over to the Dodgers. Maybe he's trying to get over to the Yankees, right?
With these words, the Red Sox.
Red Sox or a lot of other teams. It's probably a lot of teams. Maybe he wants to go do some commentating for Alabama's baseball, Division I. Maybe he wants to go. Maybe he wants to move. Maybe he secretly wants to move. Maybe he's being priced out of Oakland because all these tech kids keep gentrifying the area. He's like, it's too expensive. I want to get down there back with my people. Let me just drop an Edward and get hired by Alabama immediately.
Yeah.
Who knows? You can't judge this guy. He's got his motivations.
But, the Oakland A's have a lot of attention right now. This is the most attention the Oakland A's have gotten since Moneyball. So
That's really the only time it's happened.
some people use racism for bad. He's using it for good.
Yeah, I mean, so what's in his heart, Jared? Is he a racist?
Well, he's 59 years old, so it's probably a lot of plaque, which is funny because it's going to be black anyway.
Definitely needs to get a calcium
I don't
scan.
think he's racist. I think he just has a problem that you have sometimes. You just need to slow down.
Sometimes you got to slow down.
slow down that car. Just like Pinky said on Friday, slow this motherfucker down.
Here's the thing. Okay, listen. Here's the thing. Jared makes an excellent point, okay? There's certain words you want to take your time in. Certain words
you just got to go at a school speed limit at.
it's you want to pretend like there are police cameras
You're
there.
just going to end up hitting a kid named Tyrone.
You just want to go slow.
Just
Give
go
yourself
real
a
slow.
speed limit. You want to enunciate some syllables. You want to prepare for certain sentences.
Because that fucking traffic light, that traffic camera's going to go off and your picture's going to be all over Black Twitter.
There's certain words you just want to prepare for. Slow down. You want to slow. Take it slow, baby.
Slow down.
You can't speed through a black neighborhood like that.
Sometimes you want to put the Tesla in self-drive mode.
Yeah, you're going through a black neighborhood, you want to take your time, okay? Opposite of when you're really going through a black neighborhood. When you're really going through a black neighborhood, you want to go a little faster. But
We'll be waiting for your apology.
you're definitely going to want to step on the gas a little bit, depending on the time of day. But if you're speaking, you want to take your time.
ASMR, dog.
You want to enunciate. You want to slow your way through that N word.
You went to the empowered Black Americans.
Here's a way that can help you. It's better to forget the N than to try to land the E.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you're going to struggle with it, I recommend you go for egro.
Mm-hmm.
You can't mess up egro. Take the N away and you're safe, right? Because even if you go ig, there's no N.
Yeah.
We went to the Igor Museum. What? They didn't get me Igor. There's no N.
True.
You got to lose the N, okay? And take your time. Take it. And if you can, just pre-record it. Pre-record it.
Yeah.
Pre-record it.
Dub that shit like a Chinese film.
Yeah, pre-record it.
Right.
You know? I actually think everyone over a certain age who's white should be pre-recorded. You should be pre-recorded. If you're over 59 years old, you should pre-record the game. Say, when did this game happen? It happened yesterday, but we had to pre-record it because good old Kippy Culper's behind the fucking wheels of steel.
Yeah. If you're with your granddaughter in the park and she's flying a kite, have ChatGPT finish that sentence for you.
Who else has been taken down by saying something racial that would have benefited from a little pre-recording? Jimmy the Greek.
Oh, Jimmy the Greek, yep.
Jimmy the Greek was the first famous one.
Now give me a little bit of info on Jimmy the Greek because I don't really know who that is.
Right, because you were negative something years old.
Yes.
You were somewhere, dog. Where was Jared?
I was just a thought.
He was in his dad's balls.
I know, but like there was an idea of a Jared Harvin somewhere.
I was probably born in a theater where Shaft was playing. The idea of me.
Well, actually, you came around in
97, dog.
97. So what was popping in 97? Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire.
Jerry Maguire was a big movie in 96 or 7 or 5. Pulp Fiction, 94, 5, 6.
Was the food poisoning game for Jordan 98 or 97?
97, I think.
97? That was me.
I'm
yeah.
just guessing. But it's either 97 or
Yeah,
98.
Josh Peck and I have the same birthday. What's up, Josh? He watches the Patreon.
Josh, what up? He does?
Yes, he does.
Oh, Josh Peck is here. We do have one celebrity who watches.
Yeah.
Joshy Peck. I love Josh Peck. What great energy on that fucking kid.
Good dude.
Yeah. Jimmy the Greek. Jimmy the Greek Snyder. So he wasn't even Greek, was he? His name's Snyder? Jimmy Snyder. Why'd they call him the Greek?
No, I think he was.
Because
People are going to be talking about my high-riding shorts.
Is Schneider a Greek word?
By the way, if you watched the Are You Garbage episode, and people were concerned about the Ottoman's doing just fine. Yeah. It recovered. We had to spend a week in intensive care, but the Ottoman has recovered from good old Foley sitting on it.
We had to pump it back up to a machine. Like we were taking its blood pressure. But
it was close. Yeah, it almost died.
Yeah, it almost died.
It almost died. It was on. We put it on a ventilator and it's back.
Yeah, it was in the ICU. And then we took it to IKEA.
Yeah. So he was Greek. So Jimmy the Greek's real name is Dimitrios Yorgos Synodinos.
Jesus Christ.
Synodinos. Dimitrios Yorgos Synodinos.
Greek names just look like somebody fell asleep on a keyboard.
That's really funny.
I know.
Where'd you get that joke?
I created it.
I heard you did it once live, too.
I said it, yeah.
That's a good joke, man.
Thank
You're
you.
in the right business. That's a funny fucking joke.
One,
Yeah.
You told me in Cleveland that I did it in Tampa.
Oh, I thought it was good then?
Yeah, I said it. I said it walking in the street in Cleveland. You said
Yeah.
tweet that. Then I did it in Tampa because of Tarpon Springs and it killed. And then
Jared's a funny kid. You're a funny fucking guy.
Thank you.
Quick.
Thank you.
He's quick. He's funny. He's smart. He keeps getting better. He just keeps going up levels. It's not going to be long. It's just like Jared's not going to be here forever, and that's fine.
Just got to fix that gay part.
Yeah.
Although that's a benefit these
Yeah,
days.
just keep it, dude. It's a benefit
Yeah.
now. So he passed away in 1996. Jimmy the Greek passed away in 1996, but his career passed away a long time before that. His career died a little earlier than he did. And that happens sometimes in life. And it happened because he said something that, to be honest, now is like in your 23andMe, right? So it's like a known thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is interesting, and I want to be careful with what I say here because I want to make sure. But again, this is pre-recorded, which is the benefit of it. But I do believe fast twitch and slow twitch, like they just now say that some people have it more than others, right?
I don't know about that one.
I think they do.
So give some context to what
Context. So fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers.
Okay.
So like, for example, on my 23andMe, I have the fast twitch. They will tell you whether you have fast twitch or slow switch.
Okay.
So
Twitch or switch?
it's twitch.
Okay.
Fast twitch. Slow twitch, fast twitch.
Okay.
So
Did they say that you have a brain tumor in there too?
yeah, I probably no, but I said I'm prone to it. I'm fucking prone to Alzheimer's. A bunch of other stuff, heart disease. I did my calcium scan. I got a little buildup on the left. What are you gonna do?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Though you'll be okay.
But he
I gotta eat some blueberries. That'll cure it.
He didn't just say one thing. He said a few things. If you look here.
So what? Okay. So Jimmy the Greek, which was one of the first cancel cases.
Yeah.
Jimmy the Greek, my people, of course. Jesus Christ. He goes, Dave Black got everything. Dave, he was referring to the blacks. This was during an interview with Hodeling, some guy. He goes, they've got everything. If they take over coaching like everyone wants them to, there's not going to be anything left for white people. Again,
That just seems like the truth.
that just seems true.
He could be in a strip club saying that. It still rings true.
Yeah, maybe white people got upset about this because they're like, he's fucking shut up. Because that's kind of like what we were saying in another episode. I don't remember when, but
the next day, the 3-point line was invented.
yeah. So Snyder described blacks as being superior athletes because generally he said they work harder than white athletes. Okay, again.
They coming from different neighborhoods, you know.
You see how
socioeconomically
sometimes
lower.
people tell them that you know what fucking one who's this fucking one of the most famous thinkers of all time. He said if you tell the truth, you better make them laugh because otherwise they're going to want to kill you.
Epstein?
No. Yeah, it was that was Epstein. How do you look at your saved shit on Instagram? Saved posts. Saved. Here we go. Saved. Because it was the last
you
one
go
I
to
saved.
Venmo, and then you type in JHar15.
So Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde said, if you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh, otherwise they'll kill you. Because so far, as the kids would say, Jimmy the Greek is just dropping facts. So far, so good.
Spitting facts, yeah.
So far, he's spitting facts, dog. He said blacks are superior athletes because generally he said they work harder than white. Then he added, the black is a better well, you see, that's his, the black doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
The black. You got to say blacks or black goddess, black gods. You got to say
Nubian princes.
Nubian princes. See, if he would have just changed one word to the Nubian princes are better athletes to begin with because they've been bred that way.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Okay, yeah.
But also, I mean, somebody made a joke about that. Bill Burr made a joke, right? And he was like, they were bred. He was like, they were like running. He's like, slaves were like running across state. My ancestors were like drinking fucking vodka. It's like, of course that guy can fucking jump out of the gym or something like that. You know, so it's how you do it.
It's hereditary.
Right? So
Yeah.
in slavery, they did wean the gene pool. This is a fact, right? They like to take stronger. That's what they did. I'm not just saying it's what happened.
You sound like Jimmy the Greek because that's
But that's what happened.
that's his next statement.
Oh, so what do you say? This all goes back to the Civil War when during the slaving trade, the slave owner would breed his big black. It's just the way he said it.
You know what?
Because what he's saying is not historically inaccurate, is what
not.
I'm saying.
Just like athleticism is hereditary for black people, racism is hereditary for Greeks.
You can't help it. So look, he's saying the black is a better athlete to begin with because he's been bred that way because of his high thighs that go up into his back. And they can jump higher and run faster because of their bigger thighs. This all goes back to the Civil War when during the slave trading, the slave owner would breed his big black. This is just the way he's saying it. Would breed his the slave owner would breed his big black to his big woman so that he would have a big black kid. That's where it all started. And then Snyder said, "What a foolish thing to say." Snyder said yesterday, "I thought I was being instructive when in fact I was destructive." That was his apology. That was his apology. All right, now here's the thing. Technically, there's a kernel, right? Historically, you know, unfortunately, that's what made American chattel slavery so brutal, right?
Yes, yes,
they ripped
yes.
families apart, and they did sort of do some of this stuff. But I don't know if that's why. I don't know if that's why they would have, what do you say? They're all the way up to their butt or something.
Well, that's just the Spartan Greek coming out.
But, okay, so what I'm saying about the fast twitch, slow twitch is that they tell you some people have fast twitch or slow twitch muscle fibers. Now, the fast twitch muscle fibers is what power athletes have. So they're better at, like, sprinting, whereas the slow twitch are, like, better at, like, marathons or lifting heavy stuff as opposed to speed. So I have a fast twitch. I have the, you know, because I think Jimmy Greek also says something about the fast twitch, you know, and like black people have more fast twitch. Now I think like it's more, they say like, you know, Ethiopians tend to have a little, like there's things like that that are said more openly, that it's not like, whoa, what are you saying? Because it's not a big deal. It's like genetic. It's like whatever. You can obviously see fucking some people, the Kenyans fucking dominate the marathon. The fucking Scandinavians dominate the strongman contests.
Yeah, but of course Africans will be good at marathons because they have to make up for all the running that they didn't do.
That's right. So in my 23andMe, you can see it. When you go to 23andMe, it tells you have whether you have this fast twitch or small twitch. I don't know. So this doesn't sound good. This doesn't sound good.
It's understandable,
Right.
but it's not complete.
The problem is he probably just read some shit. And again, you're going to want to pre-record this. Also, you're going to probably want to keep your you just want to keep it about the game.
Yeah, keep it about
You
the
want to keep it about the game, my friend.
because he definitely read an article, then he saw Pam Grier in a movie.
Yeah. So what? So he was a Hotug who was black criticized the firing. Wait, what? This gets interesting. So he was talking to Hodling, who is black, when he said this. Actually, Hodling criticized.
He's not black anymore.
Who criticized the firing of Jimmy the Greek Snyder. He said it's outrageous. He should be fired for exercising his First Amendment rights. Rather than silencing him, they should keep him on and cover the issues of civil rights in sports.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's something that is so forgotten in today's game. When was this?
This was back
80s.
Yeah,
This was
1980s?
this
1988.
1988. Yeah. This was a big story, man.
Jesus. Okay.
I remember. And then
Okay,
wait.
I thought it happened like in the late 1800s. So these comments are a little bit.
Where were we? Then he added, it should have been uncovered. Musburger, former colleague, it's a big hole when you lose someone who contributed so much There's Jimmy D. There's only one Jimmy the Greek. People ask who's out there to replace him, but there's only one. He was first of a kind, but he also was a character. There was that segment of audience that wanted to disagree, wanted to argue with the Greek. I'm feeling a twinge of sadness for the individual, but on the other hand, there's no way you can defend those comments, period. Given how outrageous what was said, I don't think they had any choice. Now, look, what he said was outrageous, right? Because it's a generalization, and that's not the reason wholesale that blacks are better athletes than white. I mean, now we know that, right? You got guys who got higher you got white guys who got higher.
Yeah.
That whole white guy can't jump myth is not really true, right? It's like Vincent DiVincenzo had the highest fucking, whatchamacallit? What do you call that?
Vertical?
Yeah, the highest vertical of one of the highest of all time.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are crazy athletes. So it's, it's the first part of what he said is the most true, is that blacks work harder. It's what they could get into.
But not all black people have great genes. I mean, have you seen Jordan Carlos with the shirt off?
Yeah, I mean, listen, have you seen Jared Harvin try to touch the rim?
Okay.
Okay,
where the fuck I can touch rim?
But what happens is blacks work so hard and they made it look easy. But what Jimmy the Greek said does have some sort of a kernel historical truth to it. It's a tough thing to say without being very careful about what you're saying. Because unfortunately, that's what these evil people did do. And that's what slavery, there is truth to what he's saying, but there's no truth into that leading to his hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
Because his hypothesis is in and of itself is a little racist, because he's saying he's basically reinforcing that they're being bred like racehorses or something like that. So that's wrong. So he's wrong. So at the end of the day, Jimmy, keep it about the game, baby. What the fuck happened? But I think Jimmy didn't think he was being racist because he was talking to imagine saying that to a black guy. So I just think he truly thought he was being, historical or whatever.
How bad was that game that it led him to that conversation?
I mean, Jesus
What was
Christ.
the score? The score
Must
must
have
have been
been
103 to -7.
Here's my bet. How much did he lose on the team with more black guys on it?
Yeah.
For him to say that.
On the game.
It's some juice in the game.
I'm
and
never
it
doing this
slipped out.
under again.
Yeah. God damn it. You just, every time, they're just better athletes. I should have known better. You want to know why they're better athletes? Because I was reading David Duke's book yesterday.
That's why.
And David Duke nailed it.
That's why people, when they say they're in the black, that's a positive thing.
It's a positive thing, being in the black.
Yeah, he probably had a C note on the Celtics.
Let's think about some things that are, because always, you always think about the things that are black that are negative, but black, what's positive?
Magic Johnson.
It's a good one right off the bat.
That was quick.
It's a good one. In the black, you're in the Prophet.
Yeah.
Batman's suit was black.
True.
He's a positive superhero.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got?
The space that Stevie Wonder pulls all his creativity from.
Blackness, darkness.
Yeah.
Darkness, yeah. That's an inventive one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Black. What's a good thing that's black? White, we got angels, we got clouds, we got
The side of Khalees Hawkins that's not annoying.
let it slide. She doesn't watch this. That's about it. Doves, I guess, sign of peace.
Mm-hmm.
Blacks, what's good with blacks? Black, the color black. Bad guys wear black.
Defiant.
All I'm thinking about is that third base song. Black guys, bear guys wear black. Must have been a white guy that started all that. Make the gas like. So Jimmy the Greek went too far. That's a bad one.
Went too far.
Who else? Look, you're live. You make mistakes.
We make mistakes on this podcast the whole time, bro.
Do. But the thing is, nobody's ever made a mistake like that. So I do. Kramer. The best part was when Kramer tried to save it. When he went, there's those words. Those words. We still have those words. Can we listen to the Jimmy the Greek thing so we can hear it and hear how bad it sounds? Because everything when you read it is really bad. That's like when they take a joke and they try to put it in an article. It removes all the context. Maybe he said it in a real friendly way. Give me a second, just like, hey, blacks are superior athletes. Right? Maybe he said it. Does it soften it if you do it in like a Jerry Seinfeld voice? Let's not deal with how good of the athletes they are.
Maybe he's saying it like Barney.
They were bred that way.
I love you. You love me. The best black athletes come from single families.
Okay, let's see.
Was asking questions about Martin Luther King's birthday and the progress blacks have made in society. There, CBS sports commentator Jimmy the Greek Snyder gave his impressions of blacks in coaching in the National Football League. His answers could raise as much controversy as the statements by former Dodgers executive Al Campanis last April on ABC's Nightline news program.
Yeah, pretty soon they're going to have to equalize it for the blacks, for the Greeks, the Jews, and for everybody. I mean, let's make it equal for everybody, you know.
And is it equal? What about in sports?
Well, they've got everything. If they take over coaching like everybody wants them to, there's not going to be anything left for the white people. I mean, all the players are black. I mean, the only thing that the whites control is the coaching jobs. Now, I'm not being derogatory about it, but that's all that's left for them. The black talent is beautiful. It's great. It's out there. So the only thing left for the whites is a couple coaching jobs.
Yeah, maybe we need to get more black coaches.
Oh, it's all right with me. I'm sure that they'll take over that pretty soon, too.
Well, I mean, there we go. We stuck with a lot of black people here. I'm like, right on, man. We're gonna take that shit. He's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Plus, he was at a banquet. Looked like he had a few pops.
Yeah, he had a few pops. Okay, what about the? I want to see the newscast. I want to see the one that got him in trouble, because that one, I guess at the time that one sounds harsh. Now you're looking back, you're like, all right, looks like what he said came true. Well, not exactly yet, right? But there's a lot more black coaches now.
Yeah. Well, they have to have a rule, the Rooney Rule. That was created in Pittsburgh. So the Rooney Rule is you have to give a interview opportunity to a black coach, at least one black coach, while you're interviewing for a new job. So that's why, like, D'Amico Ryan, all these new black coaches, the Steelers owner actually implemented that.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Did you know that, Jess?
No. Oh, yeah. You have to
the Rooney Rule, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
So there it is.
Final action for
there it is.
CTE.
His final CBS appearance. That might be it.
Redskin fans in particular will never forget this return.
That's Bob Costas, too, another Greek.
And still, the touchdown. And Walter Payton winds it up in a dejected note. Jimmy the Greek, let me ask you about that injury to Green, which I alluded to. That
no, this wasn't it.
A very big difference against Anthony Carter.
Oh, that's not. That's Brett Musburger, right?
Mm-hmm. I know the Redskins are very happy about winning the game, but without Darryl Green to watch Mr. Carter or to return those punts. I mean, he's a big man out of the lineup, offensively and defensively. It would make a difference of at least 2 points. Jimmy, let me ask you about the AFC game about to start.
This isn't it.
I want
No.
They probably stripped it from the internet.
Yeah.
No, it's somewhere. It's got to be somewhere. But anyway, it happens to Jimmy the Greek. And since then, we've had a lot of slips. It's live, right? There was a woman who got hit by a car during a reporting segment. The thing about the news is it's often they go live. Mm-hmm. And when you go live, you're going to make certain mistakes. You know what one of my favorite live mistakes is? It's like it's so cringe to watch. But it's like one of those things you can't look away from. Is Kelly Osbourne on The View talking about Donald Trump and immigration and Mexicans, right? So this was at the beginning when Donald Trump first came on the scene, and he was talking about building the wall, and they cut that clip to go rapists, murderers. So Kelly Osbourne. There you go, right up on the top. Yeah, there she is. So here it is. Watch this backfire.
Trump is a lightning rod, even when he's not there. Look what happened on The View today with guest co-host Kelly Osbourne.
This is the best.
There are a lot of Latinos here in this country that do agree that the immigration problem is a problem, and it does need to be addressed, and it does need to be fixed.
Interesting.
But making those comments, those racist comments, do not help.
And
if you kick every Latino out of this country,
Watch.
then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump? Oh, that's no. In the sense that you know what I mean. But I'm saying there's more jobs to be in LA. They always but they don't. Latinos are not only the only people. I didn't mean it like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that.
Monday night.
Ouch.
That was a great moment from history. Brought to you by Why the Fuck is Kelly Osbourne Talking Politics? That's one of those moments where it's just, you go, who made this decision and why? Yeah. Right? You just go, okay, it's these fucking dumb marketing people. It's like the same thing that happened with Bud Light. It's like these people, like, you got to hire her. She's so smart, or he's so smart. How fucking smart do you have to be to just go, this woman's famous from the Osbourne show. Let's throw her on because she'll get the young demographic. And it just shows the reason why television fails so much is because they make their decisions based all on market research and not on, like, what's good. Because why the fuck is Kelly Osbourne talking about politics? She's goddamn Ozzy Osbourne's daughter. She's got pink hair and a mohawk. Of course that was going to happen.
Oh, my God.
That was a big misspeak.
Ooh. She cringes every now and then like that.
Oh, when she sees that? But how great a moment was that?
Oh, the best.
She's trying to be a hero, and they're just like, whoa.
Trying to be woke.
Rosie was like, Mookie!
She was trying to drop the mic. She was trying to have a moment.
That Imperial British side stuck up real fast.
Yeah, Rosie was like, no, that's not, no.
Ouch.
That's not nice.
She's just driving in her car one day, like, it just pops in her head. She's like, I can't believe I said that.
Yeah, she, man.
Just cringe-inducing.
She, her face changed so quick. She's waiting for the reaction. She's waiting for the claps. She's waiting for the audience to go crazy.
You think Latinos know? Like when she's in LA, she's at a stoplight and there's people cleaning her windshield. They're like, wait, no, hold on, wait, no. That's Kelly Osbourne. No, don't leave that. She's speed on it.
That's the one right there. That's the one. You remember what she said? Oh, man. No, I didn't mean it like that. No, you did. That's exactly what you meant. Who's going to clean your toilet, Donald Trump?
She said it with so much confidence.
So much like...
no mango and chili for you. Fuck out of here now.
It's what it is like it's one of those moments where, like, what she truly thinks and what she's been exposed to comes out, not what she's supposed to pretend to be.
Yeah.
Right? Because, like, she's Ozzy Osbourne's daughter. Who do you think is cleaning her toilet? Who do you think is doing her gardening?
Like, on the flip
It's
side.
not a white guy named Carter. It's a Mexican.
But she knows. If she comes from money, she understands who's doing the work for her. So I get that part. Like,
Right.
I understood what she said.
I understood what she was trying to say.
It's not how she said
She's
it.
just not the way you're supposed to say it because she's like Kelly Osbourne. She got famous because there was cameras in her house.
Yeah, you're supposed to be giving me what drug is best to go with Taco Bell, not politics.
I mean, why is she talking about politics? I mean, it's ironic that Hollywood gets so angry about politics and, like, because they do what politics do, right? They do market research. That's what politicians do. Market research. They try to give the majority what they want. They don't try to make what's good. They try to make what works. That's why they have Kelly Osbourne talking about politics. See, I made the mistake right there. I called her Kylie Osbourne. Were you paying attention?
You said Osbourne, right?
I said Kylie Osbourne. I messed up the E and the I. If I ever went to the... Take your time, Yannis. Slow down. This is what goes through your head. Take your time, Yannis. Slow down. You know what you're about to say. Take a moment. Breathe. If I ever spent the day going to the... Deep breath. Negro Museum...
Yeah.
I might also have a problem. I repeat, if I ever had a day where I had to go to the Negro Museum, and I may also slip up and make a mistake.
Exactly.
I just called Kylie.
Wait, who's the former governor of California?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nigga. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Goo.
No, you got to flatten that E out.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. You don't got to go to diversity training no more, but you do have to go to BOCES.
You pronounce it.
Nagger.
Whoa, that's too close.
No. The flatty.
Jesse, what do you mean the flatty? What are you
No,
talking about?
it just sounds like you said the N-word with a British accent.
What are the flatty? You're not ordering bagels at Starbucks. What are you talking?
I didn't do it.
God, it must be fucking nice to just float through life knowing you can pronounce the former governor's name without worrying the world.
I just got called a nigga by a man in Argyle socks.
How do you say it?
Well,
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
It made me feel uncomfortable.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. So you could say Nager.
You can say whatever you want. I gotta go. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Just me personally, I would just say one of his lines from a movie.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, get to the chopper.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, get to the chopper. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Call him Arnold Schwartz.
Yeah, just call him Arnold Schwartz.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Just call him the last name of whatever his illegitimate son uses.
Or just change it. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Now you're going to have a different community to get back.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwartz and N-word.
Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger N-word. Schwarz. Is it Schwarzenegger? Schwarzenegger. Oh, what can you do? It gets a little hairy. It happens. It happens to all of us.
Happens to all of us.
But it's more about being live. You know, do you remember when that...
Oh, jeez.
When that lady fell into the grapes?
We're gonna have to get out of here. Yeah, those are getting worse.
What's more offensive, that or Kippy Cooper?
That
Hit
definitely.
the old N-word.
I think what's more offensive is imagining you doing that in your sleep.
I did a podcast today. We had a nice day. Met up with Jesse Scaturo and my good old Negro friend, Jared Hartman. We had a great day. I nailed that one. Negro. Negro. Remember that Donnell Rawlings joke?
I love that
God,
joke.
it was so funny. It was right after the Kramer thing happened.
Oh yeah, he said
And he was like, he turned it into an opera. Like, Negro.
But the best was what Chappelle said about that.
Chappelle's joke was the best. That's when I found out I was
90% comedian.
90% 10. I was like, damn, that's messed up. 10% black. He's like, damn, man, that's messed up what he said. But and then that N-word's having a bad set. Don't let him see you sweat. Kramer, tough crowd. The woman who fell into the grapes, there was also a woman who got hit by a car a couple years ago and then just kept reporting. And it was her final day of being a reporter. So she was like, this was her last, and she was like saying, I miss you guys. I had a great day. And she gets hit by a car.
trying to make the final day of life.
It was, and then, like the good reporter she is, she just kept reporting. It's really funny. You know, people, you don't have to report from the scene. Who made that decision that you had to report but from the scene? You know?
Some producer. Yeah, we want to see some action, move around.
Yeah, it's like, you don't have to be on the scene for what? Like, where she was standing, watch this, like, put it on. It's things happen live.
Now to a frightening moment that played out on live television.
It's so funny.
Reporter for WSAZ, that's the NBC affiliate in Huntington, West Virginia. She was about to do a live report when she was accidentally...
When did Roy Wood become a newscaster on Today's Show?
That's not Roy Wood. His handwriting is too strong.
We see this, water main breaks.
Look at this guy barely...
Okay, I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay, Tim.
That's the first one on TV, Tori.
We're all good. I'm okay. Yeah, that's live TV for you. It's all good. I actually got hit by a car in college, too, just like that.
What a trooper.
I'm okay.
We're seeing that too.
Can you pause it? She said, I also got hit by a car like that in college. Hey, girl, I got a tip for you. Why don't you get out of the middle of the road?
He had no reaction for his...
Who set her up in the street there?
No reaction for her getting hit whatsoever.
Oh, he could care less.
Like she probably has a couple sexual allegations against him. He's probably thinking in his head, oh, God, no, I don't have to get a lawyer.
Do we have a video of the biggest on-air slips? There's some big ones. Go YouTube it. Yeah, just YouTube the biggest on-air slips. It's not going to do it.
Slip and slide.
Top 10 live TV Freudian slip up. Let's hear this one. These are just, it's live, baby. I mean, you know how many things we've had to cut out from me? I mean, if we.
Thank you. Well, the Clippers may have a very comfortable 13-point lead going into the second half, but as always, there are elements to improve on. I just finished talking with assistant coach Jim Ian and asked him what he liked, didn't like about that first half. He thought defensively the team started slowly not picking up Portland's double penetration, dribble penetration, that is. Double penetration, double penetration.
Double penetration. Yeah.
Double penetration, dribble penetration, that is. Offensively,
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was a good one. That was number 10 on the list. It's only going to get better from here.
According to a new study, most condoms don't fit men in India.
Findings are being reported by the Times of India in an article called Indian Men Don't Measure Up. Poor fit contributes to a higher failure rate, which experts say is a major problem in India. The number of HIV infections has been skyrocketing there.
Infections. Yeah, not that bad. Infection.
The actual story was better than the slip up.
Energy is announcing a proposal to jack up the cost of heating your home by 27 to 30%.
Jack off.
I like that one.
That was a good one.
Again, these strong seas that are moving across the area and eroding the beaches, a big problem. Then as we check the buoys out shore.
The boobies.
The boobies.
The boobies, baby.
I'll give it a jack off so far.
J-Lo's new song, Jenny from the Block, all about Lopez roots, about how she's still a neighborhood gal at heart. But folks from that street in New York, the Bronx section, sound more likely to give her a curb job than a blow job or a block party.
Whoa!
The New York Post, we're sorry about that slip up there.
Whoa!
I have no idea how that happened, but it won't happen again.
J-Lo's got a cock. You want to get blown.
And the G5, as Fox reports this Monday, November the 4th.
Pause it real quick.
What the hell is a curb job?
If J-Lo had a cock, would you suck it? Just that it's a thought. It shows you how hot J-Lo is.
Yeah. If I get the powers to speak Spanish from it, I'll do it.
Okay. How about you, Jess? What are you doing?
Well, what do I get?
You get to be with J-Lo.
I mean, I get the hit after.
You get a mouthful of jizz.
Yeah, if I just get I need.
Right there, we demonetized. All right, let's keep them going.
I think we demonetized a long time ago.
A long time ago. Jesus Christ.
It's still ahead. The most watched prime time in all of cable news. Yes. All right.
Number 5 on the list.
Right after the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. I mean, he's gay. Excuse me, he's blind. So we'll hear about that.
That was a goodie.
That was a good one.
That was a goodie. He's gay. I mean, no, sorry.
He's blind.
He's blind.
Those two aren't even close.
They're not even close, dog. What the hell was that? How do you mix up blind and gay? You know what? I think sometimes the people in the producers get a little bored, and they just because you know what I've done this right. I did a show like this, a new show. You just read out of the teleprompter. You just straight read out of the teleprompter. So if that's there, there's times you just zone out and you're reading. You'll read it because you're reading as it goes. You got to stay fast. Somebody just put gay in there for fun. You could get any newscaster fired just by throwing it in there.
We need a missing link, a 5-letter word, something balls, something tongues, something balls. I mean, boys.
That wasn't that great. Balls, not that big.
Said the word before. What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
You just
balls.
added the S to it.
That's nowhere near as good as gay instead of blind.
You're just making
She's
a
got
word
a nice rap.
talking.
I guess that.
She's 18 years old.
Ever seen before. Majesty and danger in its rawest form. Now this is, of course, the magic that is Africa. And once you've been there, you'll just want to go back.
Nice pussy.
That was a good one.
That was a goodie.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoopsie daisy, girl. Somebody had some fun in college. Nice pussy, cat.
The deputy police chief says 6 officers were killed, including the district's top cock after the vehicle they were riding.
Top cock, baby. Yeah. Randy, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. The top cock, baby. And number one, just to finish it off, not to be outdone. They're really...
Word about the president. For 7.5 years, I've worked alongside him, and I'm proud to have been his partner. And we've had triumphs. We've made some mistakes. We've had some setbacks.
Whoa.
We had some sex.
Whoa.
George Bush Sr. likes to get a little crazy at those eyed wide shut parties.
A wild boy.
Yeah.
Dinky.
Man, we hope you enjoyed this episode. This was a fun one.
I enjoyed myself.
Remember, take your time with that word. Take your time.
School zone speeds.
School zone speed.
But what I want you to do is be very, very fast to tell people about the Patreon. Spread it. Spread eagle. Tell everybody. Tell your friends. Because we're going to be back here every week. We're sorry he fucking threw out his back.
Yeah.
Moving a coat rack or a hat rack. And then throwing a ball to his dog, which you're not supposed to use lacrosse balls, by the way. It's the worst for the dogs.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just saw it in the comment.
Yeah, but that's stupid. It's just a rubber ball. It's fine.
All
Use
right.
lacrosse balls. It's great. They bounce. You know, they're hard. You know, it depends. I mean, depends on the dog you got. If you got a Chihuahua, obviously don't throw a fucking lacrosse ball.
Yeah, but you got a dog from the streets of Puerto Rico, so it can take anything.
It could take it all. Patreon.com/Yannis Pappas Hour. We will see you next week. Now, a word from our shout-outs. Brooklyn Cannery. BrooklynCannery.com, 15% off Yannis Pappas, all one word. Go get these all-natural sodas. They're delicious. They're only 20, 30, 40 calories, depending on the flavor. Amaretto, cola. There's so many good flavors, which is like cola. It's a cola. You got your root beer. You got your ginger ale. You got your key lime jalapeno. You
All
got
those
your
options.
coffee spritzer.
Yeah.
They're just great. And listen, if you like soda, but you like have a problem with your sugar, get these, man. They use stevia. They use monk fruit. No chemical stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's prebiotic too.
All the ingredients you can pronounce and say.
Yeah. It's Jared Harvin approved, and the kid likes beetroot. Chris Minetti, come get the sign, you Italian sauce monkey. Meet Jesse in a fucking parking lot. Hand him the cash, and I'll be watching from a car far away to film it to make sure everything's on the up and up, and also so we got fucking eyes on you so you don't try some, all right? Because supposedly you have a business somewhere in South Jersey and Philly where you cash checks. But there is no address. There's only a phone number.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people Chris Minetti has kidnapped or killed who have called him up and said, cash my check. I guess just meet the guy in a Wawa parking lot, 215-750-3730. Chris Minetti in the Philly, South Jersey area. We'll cash your check with Minetti Financial Services. Mm-hmm. You know, an Italian name like that, you know you can trust that name, Minetti. It doesn't say crime at all. ForTheFree.art. That's all I'm saying. I don't think they check anymore. Check them out. Hawaii Music. For the free. There's people who want to get in. One of them is like a great natural food dog company, but I'm strict to the 10. So I want you to drop off. I'm sick of saying ForTheFree.art. I don't even think he's aware.
I think we got one space available.
Oh, we do?
Yeah. Tell him to join.
Oh, tell him to join. ExclusiveAutoShipping.com. This guy's just been with us for I love, if you're moving your car or you buy your car out of state.
Yep.
Go to ExclusiveAutoShipping.com. They also have, they get you free quote and they'll move your car for you. Student and military discounts apply. All right. Manly Girly Studios. I don't know where the guys are coming up with the money to pay for these ads, but check out their podcasts. They're very popular North Carolina podcasts. Someone listen, let me know. You get 20% off their merch too if you're interested in buying merch from a podcast you never listened to.
Yeah. Where's our merch? That's what I want to ask.
Yeah, I got to get that done. We still got Long Days merch, and we still got a Long Day sign.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what it's like? It's like when you break up with somebody, but the person hasn't moved out yet, and their shit's still there. Mm-hmm. We gotta transition over to the Yannis Pappas Hour. We need new merch. I know some girl complained. Anyway, 20% off. Use the code WEPA. Where do you go? ManlyGirlyStudios.com.
Yes, sir.
All right. What about this chick?
Sam Gubera.
Now, is Sam Gubera... Okay. Now, is Sam Gubera, did you always have a farrier? Like, did you grow up with horses? Or
Yeah, I think she
if you're
did.
from the South, is like a farrier like a viable Business?
She's from Oakland, actually. So she.
How do you know? You spoke to her?
Yeah, she grew up with a love
This
for
kid
horses.
is. I think he's banging half of our fan base.
No, I'm not. I was really interested in what a farrier was.
So you reached out to Sam?
Yeah.
Maybe we should just call her every episode.
Yeah, and she's not
she
gonna
doesn't
pick
gonna
up.
pick up.
She's
no.
not gonna
She's
pick
too
up.
shy, I think.
Yeah.
She just wants to enjoy the comedy. But I'm getting hit up by other people who are loving this. Like
Yeah.
I'm getting hit up by fans going, the farrier, the farrier, the farrier. So it's Sam Gubera, which is her real name, because it sounds like Gumara.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and I will make you my Gubara in a second.
True.
I'll fly out to fucking Nashville, visit Nate Bargatze, and fucking let you clean up my hoofs.
Yeah, you got to shut down this farrier service and open up an escort business.
SportHorseFarrier.com. Sam's Farrier Services. If you don't know where a farrier is, this does not
Neither
apply
do
to you.
we.
Yeah, neither do we. And also, I don't need to explain it because if there's someone who listens to this podcast and they're looking for a better farrier, specifically will you travel? Let's say I got a horse in New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
Will you travel to New Zealand to clean up my fucking horse's feet?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So is she basically like a Chinese lady for horses?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She basically gives pedicure to horses.
Yeah. Cut the nails.
Yeah. I saw this black dude getting a pedicure yesterday. By the way, shout out to Mama Two's on the Upper West Side. I know the guy, the owner. He was a big Hyenas fan. I think he might have went with Chris. He might have just kept going with Chris because he's kind of disappeared from
That's just the way
my
it is,
comments.
dog. Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him, but he's his family owns a pizza shop on the Upper West Side. He's a Manhattan kid. No, he's from, I think, Bronx or something like that. But anyway.
Is he black?
No, he's white.
Okay.
And then he opened the Italian kid, big Italian kid or whatever. And then he opened his own spot called Mama Two's. Jerry Seinfeld was the first one who started tweeting about it because he lives in the Upper West and the pizza's good. And my wife loved it one time we went there. So on the way home yesterday, because I was in the city to do the bonfire yesterday with Jay. Nice. I mean, with Bobby. And so I went to Mama Two's to get pizza to bring to my wife. It's so good.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so what was I saying before that?
Sam.
You saw the black dude get a pedicure.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was waiting online because it's a popular pizza spot. And I saw this fucking tall black dude getting a pedicure with this little Asian woman. And it's watching a guy get a pedicure is just hilarious. It's just a funny. I remember I got a pedicure once.
Yeah.
I ended up writing a bit about it, but it just looks weird because the guy must have been like 6'5", so he had like his legs and it was summer, so it was like fucking. He had his shorts and his legs out, and he was like reading the paper, and you saw this little Asian woman just working on his foot, and it's something for women. Mm-hmm. When guys get pedicures, it's hilarious, but it does feel good. They massage your foot. I've gotten a few. And it feels really good. I went with my wife. But it's funny because it's usually a bunch of women and one dude who's going and getting his pedicure. It's
you ever get the mani? Get the hands done?
I never got the mani. Did you get the mani?
No, my grandfather used to do that. He used to get the clear polish on his fingers.
The Italian one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Italians love Mark DeMeo used to get the manis.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Yeah, some guys are into it. You ever get a mani-pedi?
Nah.
Yeah. It was just a funny visual. I mean, he was too big for the chair. They don't have guy-sized chairs.
Yeah.
His legs were dangling. Mm-hmm. She looked like 3 feet tall because he was so tall, and she was just working. And they were the only ones in there, so it looked like he lost a bet or won a bet or something. It's like he was like his fantasy league, and they're like, "You got to go get a mani from Ling." Another thing, how do you break into the mani if you're not Chinese? If you want to be a manicurist, you're not Chinese. Do they let you in that world?
That is a good point. Yeah,
they got that on lock.
Yeah,
they got on.
You probably have to put yourself in a Chinese finger trap for like 2 days.
Yeah. Anyway, this is all part of the ad read for Sam Gubera.
Sam Gubera will make your horse's hooves look shiny, brand new.
She's a farrier dog, and she's got 10 years of experience with no fumes. Do you think she rounded it up to 10, and it's like 7 years, 9 months? I would too.
Yeah, those are horse years.
Yeah, call her up. The most important part is you call her up and call her in the voice of a horse and say you need help. 864-200-9007.
Tell them Seabiscuit sent you.
Or go to sportshorsefarrier.com. She's in the Nashville area, and now she's famous. Now there's 50,000 people. And if you have if this is on the RU Garbage, 80,000. But over 100, because that's just the YouTube.
Yeah. DisplayPros.net. the real deal when it comes to custom trade show booths, retail fixtures, and promotional items. So if you have anything like, you're at a car show or, you're selling some pickles at a fair and you want something to really catch people's eyes, hit up displaypros.net. What do they got? Their the code. If you put in code, what's the deal is you get 10% off your first purchase. Tell them that Yannis sent you. They do free consultations. So, guys, if you want to promote your business, hit up these guys, and they'll fucking freak your shit out.
Great. Okay. Did anyone read anything? Did you read?
No, I did not read this. Yeah. No.
Okay. He keeps getting the summaries from ChatGPT. This is listen. This guy's got an all-star name. It's cute, no fumare, Eastern Hemi, but will suck cock for a penny.
That's up there.
He wrote a novel. It's a graphic novel, and this is what ChatGPT had to say about it. In this graphic novel, readers are taken on a thrilling journey through the dark underbelly of a crime-ridden city where an aging crime lord finds himself losing control over his empire. This sounds good.
That sounds like your household.
AI is taking over our life. I mean, they're better at everything.
Seriously.
As terrorist groups and rival syndicates rise up to challenge his authority, the crime lord must navigate a treacherous landscape and fight to maintain his power. I want to read it now. His copy sucked, and he wrote the book, so that's weird. Maybe you should let AI write the fucking book.
AI's going to write the sequel.
Send me the mailing address. You guys need to engage more with the Patreon community to make it like the hyena days. Come on, Yanni, let's go. All right.
He's not wrong.
What are you going to send us?
He's not wrong.
Oh, he wants to send us a. Can we give him your address? I mean,
Well, you don't have to tell him it's Jesse's address. Damn.
Yeah. No, but that's where we send shit. Nobody's going to go fucking kidnap Jesse.
No, with those new glasses.
Yeah, but I bet you people will want to see what he looks like. People go going like, please put, what does Jesse look like?
Jesse's going to fuck up and have his progressive on and think the kidnapper's going to be selling Girl Scout cookies. So.
Yeah. Okay, then we got Staffing Beaver.
What do they do?
They staff up, dog. Look, if you have the name Staffing Beaver and you're not tricking chicks into porn,
that's true.
It's a waste of a name.
Yeah.
But supposedly they hire offshore remote talent to fill important roles in business. And by roles, I mean holes. From law firms to cleaning companies, they help businesses all over North America tax evade by getting talent from places where their slave labor is legal.
Mm-hmm.
A 30-minute discovery call can save you. Please call these guys and tell me what's going on. This is an illegal company. Staffing Beaver. So you can save 70% on what you're currently paying to fill roles locally. I mean, so is this guy taking American jobs? All right, whatever. He's paying me fucking $100 a month. So hire a bookkeeper, customer service rep. Do you want someone to do a job with an Indian accent? Call up Staffing Beaver, and they'll get you some poor Pakistani woman to answer your calls. And you won't have to pay any fucking taxes or claim them on your, your 1090 or whatever. So this is a list he gave. Bookkeeper, customer service rep, that's India. He's got his hands in India. Data entry specialist, graphic designer, inbound call expert, outbound call expert, you name it. Go to staffingbeaver.com and schedule a discovery call with Rob. Mention I sent you, Yanni, and you'll get 10% off your first placement fee.
We should do a hotline. Yannis Pappas Hour hotline.
And use them.
Yeah.
How do you like them apples, Staffing Beaver? Let people call, and then they can send their questions or whatever.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Or something. I don't know.
News tips, stories.
I'll get a headdress and a crystal ball.
Something, yeah. So what does he say? Office space, no. Supplies, question, get out of here. Global talent is the hack to growing your business faster. It's also a great way to save on taxes.
Yes, yeah.
It's also a great way to pay lower wages. Make sure to follow them on Twitter at Staffing Beaver for everything global talent.
Staffing Beaver, employ a 12-year-old.
Yeah. What else they got?
That's it.
That's it.